Musa, peace be upon him, a Hebrew prophet, was chosen by Allah to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt, where they had been oppressed for hundreds of years. The Pharaoh of Egypt, who ruled over the land, had refused to let the Israelites go free, despite Musa's repeated pleas and the many miracles and plagues Allah had sent as signs. Finally, after the 10th and most devastating plague, the death of all firstborn Egyptians, Pharaoh relented and allowed the Israelites to leave. However, soon after, Pharaoh's heart hardened once again, and he decided to pursue the Israelites with his army, determined to bring them back into slavery. Musa, peace be upon him, and the Israelites set out toward freedom, and as they journeyed, they arrived at the shores of the Red Sea. At this point, they were trapped, with Pharaoh's army closing in behind them. The Israelites were frightened and began to panic, feeling they had nowhere to turn. They complained to Musa, fearing that they would be slaughtered by the Egyptians. In the face of the Israelites' fear, Allah instructed Musa, peace be upon him, to have the people move forward and then told him to raise his staff over the sea. Allah promised to part the waters of the Red Sea, creating a dry path for the Israelites to cross safely. Musa, peace be upon him, followed Allah's command, raising his staff, and miraculously, the waters of the Red Sea parted, creating a path through the sea with towering walls of water on either side. The Israelites walked through the path in the sea, their way clear and dry. The walls of water remained upright, held back by Allah's divine power. As they crossed, the Israelites must have been in awe and wonder at the incredible miracle unfolding before their eyes. As the Israelites reached the other side of the Red Sea, Pharaoh and his army, still in pursuit, entered the dry path, chasing after them. They followed the Israelites into the sea, hoping to catch them and bring them back. But as they pursued the Israelites, Allah instructed Musa, peace be upon him, to stretch his hand over the sea again. As Musa, peace be upon him, raised his hand, the waters of the Red Sea returned to their normal state, crashing down upon the Egyptian army. The water overwhelmed and drowned Pharaoh's soldiers, chariots, and horses, completely wiping out the pursuing force. Not one of Pharaoh's army survived. With Pharaoh's army defeated and the sea safely behind them, the Israelites were free. They continued their journey through the wilderness, eventually making their way toward the Promised Land. The parting of the Red Sea story highlights themes of faith, obedience, and the power of Allah. It underscores the idea that Allah can make a way where there seems to be no way, and that those who trust in Him, even in the most dire circumstances, will be delivered.